Okay guys, so today I'm going to go ahead and get started on this project of mine, building these lathe risers, or you might also call them lathe feet, using these pieces of 5-inch round 1045, an old piece of chrome plated rod. So I've already messed with one of them. I wanted to get over there and do some experimenting with some cutting and see how it's going to turn out, see how the tools were working out. So I've already got one machined, and I pretty much know how we're going to do this. So I don't want to share that one yet because I want you to see what we're going to do here, and then we'll go back and look. So another thing we're going to do is we're going to play with some inserts, since mainly what we're doing is just facing operations, and there's no real critical target sizes that we're trying to hit. We're just trying to do some facing, and we're also going to be do some machining to like machine a bevel across here. So I've got some different inserts that I'm going to try out, and I've got some tools right here, and I'll bring the camera over here closer so you can see that. One more thing that I'll point out is that we're going to do an operation on the lathe, using the lathe on this job here, that is not typically seen in practical use in the shop. And what that is using both the longitudinal and cross feed at the same time, which is something that the Monarch can do. You can engage both feeds, and it will feed across there, and that allows you to pretty much just cut an angle across the face. So we're going to give that a shot and see how it does. All right, first one I'm going to point out is this tool here, MCHNN. This uses a CNMG insert, and it allows you to use the other four corners that you don't typically use whenever you're doing normal turning operations. And the first one, I hit it pretty hard, and I can see it's still in pretty good shape. But so we're going to use this because one side of this block that we're going to be facing, pull this in, one side of this round piece, we're going to face it, and we're going to come in here and we're going to undercut it from about you'll have about a 1/2 inch from the outer diameter, and we'll come in, we'll plunge, and then feed to the center. And what we're going to do is we're relieving the center of this so that you have just an outer rim that's going to be sitting against the concrete, and it's not trying to sit all the way across the whole diameter of this. So we'll be using this insert tool for that. And then when we get to the other side and we flip it around, we'll face it off to a certain length. And this is the tool that I had used on the first one right here. This also uses a CNMG 430 insert. This is the insert that's in here is a CNMG 431 Seco TP2500 insert. A couple that I want to try. Here's my WNMG insert holder, and I wanted to use my this is a right hand. I want to use my left hand, but I've got it at work and I forgot about that. So if I want to use this, I'm going to have to set it up and try to use this one here. And the insert that's in this is an ISCAR IC8350 insert, and it has a lot of positive rake built into the insert. That's another one of those inserts right here, IC8350, and then this is an ISCAR IC8250, which is the same thing as this insert here, as the CNMG that I've already got in this holder. So we've got a couple other inserts we might try also, and these are some Kennametal. This is a 432. I don't remember what the designation for this insert is, but I know it's their Beyond branded insert. So we might give this one a shot. And then we've also got one in this package here that was given to me by Benjamin Zenner. He gave me two here that I haven't tried yet, and this one here is the one we'll probably try. This is a TP3500 made by Seco. This one right here is a MF5 TH1000, but this is made for harder materials. We're going to save that for another time. But this TP3500 insert is very, very similar to this one that I use a lot, the TP3500. So we'll give it a shot and see how it does, okay? Okay guys, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get the first one indicated, and I'm going to point out that I am going to use the 4-jaw on this operation. I had thought about using the 3-jaw chuck. I've got a big 3-jaw down there in the floor, but this chuck is actually really heavy. I really don't feel like taking it off and picking that other one up, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Y'all know me by now, I don't mind indicating. When you got the same diameter parts to put in, it doesn't take me very long to get it indicated running true. So we're just going to get this one indicated real quick, and that's how we're going to do our work holding. Alright, that's within a 2 or 3 thousandths there, and we're just going to leave it. That's 1/1000. Perfect. Alright, these are cut about 3 3/16 to 3 1/4 long. What we're going to do is finish the length at 3 1/16 total length. I was shooting for 3 inches, and I just ended up cutting them a little bit longer. So what we'll do, we'll make a face cut on this to clean it up. We're going to set our dial on 0. My little dial here that I put on the lathe, we'll set that at 0. We'll come in here and we'll do our undercut the way we want, and then we'll do all the rest of them the same way, and then we'll flip them around and do the other side, and we'll face them to the 3 1/16 length, and we're going to drill a little dimple in the center, and we'll start doing some facing. All right, let's get some chips made. Alright, so we're going to start with our facing cut. I'm running the lathe at 420 RPM, and I've got the feed set at 10 thousandths on your the cross feed. Here we go. And I'm using, this is the Kennametal insert. We're going to give this a shot and see what kind of finish it gives us and what kind of chip it gives us. I'm going to touch off, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to feed this in a 1/16, and I'm going to reset my 0 on my dial. There we go. Yeah, it's doing a stringy chip, which I do not like. Okay, not bad. Did pretty good. I think I'll leave that one alone. So what I'm going to do now, let me check this length real quick. Okay, that gives us plenty to clean up on the other side. So I've got my dial set to 0 on the end feed here. And then on the cross slide, on the first one, what I did was come out and just line up with this outer edge, and I fed it 2 turns, which is 1 inch. And this is where I'm going to start my plunge cut right here. And we're going to go in a total of 1/8 of an inch. I'll do 1/16 of pass. So that's where I want to start there. I'm looking at my dial over here on the ways. Right, this is our 0. I'm just going to plunge in a 1/16. And gauge the cross feed. Knock those chips out of the way. I'm going to come back in. Going back to the 0 on my cross dial here. Alright, and we're going to finish feeding in to 1/8 of an inch. So that's looking pretty good. Get rid of this stringy chip. It's not bad. It's a little rough feeling right there in the center, but I'm not worried about it. You're never gonna see that. So using the same tool, I'm just gonna come back out to the edge now and just chamfer it lightly, like so. I have a little piece of hammer here, just to smooth out that face that we're going to be sitting on, just to knock any fuzz off of it, just lightly hitting it. And there we go. The bottom side is finished. Okay, got her indicated. This is the second one here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to come in. I'll come to 0. That's a pretty stout cut. It was a pretty crooked cut. Not all these are exactly the same length. This one's a little bit longer by a good 1/16, so I'm not going to try to cut all at one time. Well, all right, we'll give it a shot. Getting push off. I need to I've got to lock my carriage bolt over here. I need to go get an Allen wrench. Okay, let's give this another shot. I'm going to run back into my 0 and I'm going to lock the carriage this time. did it. And for what we're doing here, I'm happy with the results. Now, if this was a part that I was making for a customer, something that's going to be seen, you know, I'm gonna do a better job at the face than this. All right, so here we are back. Okay, we're gonna feed in an inch. All right, there's our 0. Back for one more cut. I'm coming out because I want to bring my cross slide back to 0 every time. I'm locking my carriage bolt as soon as I start feeding. Okay, I hear you. There's a chip back here rubbing against the chuck. Right. Okay, I went ahead and swapped out the insert, and this is the Seco TP3500 insert that Benjamin Zenner sent me. That is a TNMG 432. Just want to make the same cut and see what it does and compare it to the previous cuts that I just made. Lock my carriage. Here we go. I'm going to say both inserts did pretty much the same job, same finish, same type of chips. I don't like those long stringy chips like that, but I'm limited to my tool bit here. This type of tool and the angle that I got it on is trying to create a long stringy chip. But I'm trying to do this in a fast operation and kind of blow through this stuff. So I'm just going to continue with it just like I'm doing. I'm going to try one little wisp of oil on this cut. See how that does there. the oil might have helped a little bit, but that's going to smoke up my shop, which I don't want to do right now. So we're probably just going to continue to run this dry. Alright, I'm on the last one here, and this block is the one that could possibly give me a little problem because it's going to have a pretty bad interrupted cut. So I just wanted you to see it as I do it. And the outer rim is going to be a little bit different diameter than the other ones, but it's not going to matter. I'm going to use the groove here that's already been cut in here as a guide to where I face the inside undercut. Okay, one more cut to go. Let's see if it'll handle it. Okay. Get rid of these stringy chips out of my way. Come on, man. Okay. Insert did okay. I'm going to come back out here to the edge and just kind of touch it a little bit. Kind of blend it a little bit better. Alright, well, the insert did okay. That's a pretty big interrupted cut, but we managed.